All right, shalom, 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 shalom. All right, shalom, 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 but shalom. All right, Salakia. All right, shalom, 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 shalom. Hebrew Israelite coming in week in, week out, prophesy down for all this wicked queen, which is known as Babylon in scriptures. I'm your brother Gadal, Bar Yahweh. Shalom, shalom. Right. First, I'm start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakak, Wadash. All praises to the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. His one and true name is Yahweh. In the name of his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His one and true name is Yahweh Shai, in the name of Holy Spirit. Double honors to the elder apostle, elder bishops of Great Millstone, Stewart Well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom. So I wanted to go into a real quick, just a real quick little snippet. We're just gonna line up with my lesson and Lord willing is edifying. All right. So in these last days, the hopeful elect will be putting on that spirit of endurance, right? When you get into that definition for endurance, it means continuing or long lasting, right? Continuing or long lasting. Is that because what manner of people always be in all holy conversation and godliness, seeing all this around is gonna be burnt up and dissolved, man. It says, let's go to the book of James. All right, smart. All right, it's the book of James, chapter 1, get verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Right? So count it all joy. Be happy that we gotta endure and continue in this faith for Yahweh Shem Shai for the hopeful elect's sake. Be happy that when we get sent through trials, right? This thing is about the endurance. How long can we last for Yahweh Shem Shai? If we are the hopeful elect, we gonna last. But if we're not gonna last. Monkey Israel. I think the wind was gonna be blowing. All right, Monkey. I didn't think the wind was gonna be blowing. I had to cover my ears. All right, so again, we should rejoice when we're under trials. And the hopeful elect will be rejoicing on what the Lord's been sent upon this place, man. And we should be rejoicing and praying that the Lord continue to chastise us as well, because when He's not chastising you, you're not a son, but a bastard, right? So let me see. All right. So this is what the hopeful elect would do. I had to go to the book of Proverbs. Come here. Oh, it's all bad today. All right. This is Proverbs 4 and verse 14. But we gotta stay on the path of wisdom while we enduring these trials. Right? It says, enter not into the path. This is verse 14. On Proverbs 4 and 14. Enter not. Let's start up a verse. Take fast hold of instruction. Let her not go. Keep her, for she is thy life. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. It says, avoid it, pass not by it. Turn from it and pass away. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they have unless they cause some fault. So the hopeful elect will be enduring, continuing in the faith, not continuing um being how can I say heathen like, right? Because we know that's the 2/3. The 2/3 gonna endure in the ways of the heathen, but the hopeful elect gonna endure in the ways of Yahweh Shem Shah. And they're gonna take heed to instruction. So they're gonna be continuing in the faith and they're gonna be long lasting, right? It's also they're gonna suffer. So that's another biblical usage that I wanted to use. Suffer, okay. Suffer something painful or difficult, right? Because the Lord ain't just gonna give us the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? We gotta show the Lord that we want the kingdom. We gotta show the Lord that we want salvation, man. That's part of this endurance, man. All right. Salakia. The element's just not agreeing with me today. Salakia, forgive me. Right? It says remain in existence last, right? And you get into that word for endurance, Latin word endurus, right? In endure or Darden or harden, Slakia. Endure, harden, right? Old French, endure, Middle English, endure. Right. So when you endure something, you suffer through something. You continue through something. You don't just fall out. Hey, shalom, brother. Yahweh Shem Shabbat Shem Kodesh Barakatah. Right? Like you have men that sit back. Oh, okay, that's my screen session. Okay. Damn, that's crazy. Good thing I got that. Oh no, golly. You have men talking about Slakia. You have men talking about, oh, I'm not a prophet. You know? Uh, so you have men talking about they're not prophets. You know, like they have that spirit of doubt on them. That spirit of wanting shit easy, man. Nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. So Jake need to completely throw that out their brain. You can't endure something thinking it's gonna be easy to endure it, man. Right? But we gotta have that mentality like it is easy to endure through that. Through anything. In the name of Yahweh Shem Shah, period, man. You can't have that weak ass spirit. That's a weak spirit. Right? Just in case I want to be closer, just in case to try to tip over again. Right? Let's go back to the scriptures. Because if Jake only knew what Yahweh Shah had to deal with, he endured. He endured unto the end. Right? He was a suffering servant. Right? But he endured his course, just like all the apostles did. Right? So that shows a sign of endurance, continuing, long lasting. Right? Let's get some. And why did they be able to endure something? How were they able to endure that? Through the power spirit Yahweh Shem Shah. It says, all right, let's go to I always bring this out, so let's get it in Luke 6. Because to have, like I was saying, they was able to last and able to endure through the power spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah. Their foundation was Yahweh Shem Shah, right? That's the source. Right? If you can't have that as your source, then your whole building, your whole structure is done. And that's why men let things like, oh, I'm not a prophet, let those doubts come in their brain. Oh, I'm not a prophet, I'm not this, I'm not that. They start to get weak spirited, feeble need. They start to get the knees be getting ready to buckle. Like you ever see a dog shaking out of fear? That's how Jake be. That's how Jake be sometimes, man. Right? But this is Luke 6:46. And why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say? Whatsoever cometh to me and heareth my saying, so like it, whosoever cometh to me and heareth my sayings and doeth them, I will show you to whom he is like. He is like a man which building a house and dig it deep and laid the foundations on the rock. And when the flood arose, the stream beat vehemently upon the house and could not shake it, for it was founded upon a rock. Yahushua, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? And this is Yahushua speaking. So to you men, they be like, "Oh, I'm not a prophet." You losing you lose your endurance, man. Right? You're losing that faith and that drive to keep you going in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? Because first of all, if you fear the Lord, if you fear the destruction, you'll be out here teaching. You wouldn't be thinking about those small little doubts, man. About, oh, you're not a prophet. Letting demons get in you. You're not a prophet. No, you will rebuke that demon, and you will continue. Right, brothers. And this is really just an exhortation for brothers to continue and endure, because y'all ain't brothers ain't the only ones that endure through things. Right, this walk is about endurance, repentance. Right, every day the Lord might throw something new at you, and it's up to us to either you gonna have that foundation, which is how about Shemel shot. When he throws something at you, you know you can. That's gonna be your foundation, so you know you ain't gonna fall, or you gonna have that foundation of this realm, and you're gonna be pussyfooting around, man, and weak, right? It says, but he that heareth and doeth not is like a man that without a foundation built a house upon the earth, against which the stream did beat vehemently, and immediately it fell, and the ruin of that house was great. So that was a house that didn't endure. The house that built on another foundation instead of Yahweh Shem Shah. And it's the same with Jake having doubts. It's the same with Jake. Let me see. What's another one? Oh, they can't do this. They can't do that because can't is could and never tried. Right. So you got Jake in that mentality of, oh, you know what I'm saying? A murmuring type mentality, where like when Moses brought us out of Egypt, like they were just sitting back, man, you brought us out here to kill us, man. We about to die and shit, man. We should have stayed in Egypt. Instead of them being like, man, our leader got us, man. The Lord ain't forsaking him, and he ain't gonna forsake us. Instead of having that mentality, that especially the men, instead of the men having that mentality, you see now that men are how can I say it? Are not continuing and what makes us holy men, right? You see men nowadays, they all over the damn place, man. You see men all over the place, right? But like the Lord said, you shall know them by their fruit. You shall know them who build a house on a rock and who build or on stone on a good foundation and who don't, man. Right? You shall know the men that really, it's because the scriptures go into taking wise counsel and supping with the elders. And you should know them type of men as well who think their time is more important than the Lord's time. Right? Those same type of mentalities that's not enduring, not continuing. I mean, I could do it on my own time. No such thing, man. Right? You gonna either do it like the Lord commands you to, or you ain't at all. Right? But it ain't nothing about us in this thing, man. And you got a lot of Jake sitting back talking about some, oh, they ain't able to do this, they ain't able to do that, making up excuses. But you can see they might be able to go work out. They might be able to go to their job. They might be able to do some lessons, right? But you don't never see them taking their time out to go try to stuff with the elders. to the best of their ability. You know, say it's like a lot of excuses where, you know, especially if Jake real close to the elders or in the area where they real close, right? You know, that's that spirit of I don't want to continue in something. I'm gonna do this thing my way. Well, guess what? We know the mentality of those that do things their way. Eventually, what is that? A hard head make a soft ass, right? So that same mentality is those that build upon their own foundation and not upon Yahweh Shemel Shah. Who think they can do their own, who don't want to endure the way the scriptures say we should endure, the way the Lord say we should endure, right? All right, let's go. Let's get oh yeah, Khan, yeah. This is Hebrews 13 and let's get 21. Make you perfect in every good work to do his will, working in you that which is well pleasing in his sight through Yahushua Mashiach, to whom be glory forever and ever. Amen. So we gotta be having that spirit or that love for this truth, man. That spirit of that, yeah, I'm about to continue in this faith for Yahweh Shemashah for the hope of the sake, and for my sake that I get saved, Lord willing, man. Right? We gotta have that mentality, right? We gotta be letting the word of the Lord make us perfect. Even though we know we as filthy rags, but we gotta be letting this the word how can I say change us on the inside, change us, right? And make us into that perfect vessel that the Lord can use. And to how can I say it? That the Lord can use and I'm just gonna say that the Lord can use. I don't want to say too much. All right. And it says, and I beseech you, brethren, suffer the word of exhortation. For I have written a letter unto you in few words. Know ye that our brother Timothy is set at liberty, with whom, if he come shortly, I will see you. Salute all them that have the rule over you and all the saints. They of Italy salute you. Grace be with you all. Amen. So that even going into you trying to do your own thing, you ain't got this spirit of that love for the faith, because it tells us to obey them that have rule over us, meaning obey the elders. Obey them that the Lord don't put the spirit on to be enduring already. They already been continuing. They already been long lasting, right? And you got Jake sit back and like, you know, they let the information that they learn from the elders puff them up, and they just think that they go their opposite way. And we've been seeing time and time again what's been happening to those men that do that. That don't have you can't if you're already gassed, let me put out an example. If you're already gassed from running a mile and you know you're gassed for you say you can't do no more, why are you gonna try to go max out on a bench bar? And that's how Jake be, right? Jake be already thinking they can endure more than what the Lord gave them. And that's an off spirit. The Lord give you what he know he gave. Because a lot of Jake be thinking they on a level when we on a low level. All right. And Lord willing, this is making sense. You know what I'm saying? Let's get Hebrews 10 and 36, because I got some precepts to line up with this. So uh let's start at verse. Oh, that's pretty good. Look at that there. You know what? I'm gonna start at verse 34. we gotta encourage each other to be like, man, come on, brother, you supposed to be out here preaching. What you doing? Sitting back, relaxing. But this is Hebrews 10 and 34. For ye had compassion of me and my bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and an enduring substance. Right? So because Paul was basically and if I'm not mistaken, Paul was encouraging Israelites to to be for the Lord, hold fast in their faith, right? Let's keep going. Slack here. Verse 35, cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense of reward. So you got Jake that they lose confidence in themselves in this truth, right? They sit back, they and that's why I'm going back into that confidence and or that endurance spirit, man. They lose being like, man, yeah, man, that's what I'm do this for the Lord, man. Let's get out here and do it, man. Cause I ain't gonna lie, you know, everybody have down moments, you know, but this is part of this walk, man. We eat the roll, man. It was sweet as honey when we realized we was Israelites, man. And it was bitter when it hit our stomach, man. You know, so the Lord was already letting you know, man, when you come into this faith, Babakashai, Labada Pasha, going to give me prepare thy soul for chastisement, right? Somebody, I just can't remember the book. But prepare thy soul for chastisement if you come to serve the Lord. I'm mistaken, it's in Ecclesiastes. All right. So let's keep going. We're gonna go to Romans 5 next. It says, this verse 36. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of power, ye might receive the promise. Right? So patience, but having patience is part of endurance. Long suffering. That's part of it. Can't just be like, you know, just give up. Jake give up so easily. You know, Jake give up so easily. But when Jake was in the world, Jake was on 10 for this round. But when Jake come into the truth and realize they Israelites, their spirit dwindle down. They just like, oh, they feel so defeated. Nigga, you ain't defeated. Nigga, stand the fuck up. Right? Pick yourself up, man. All right, Khan, the brother got it for me. Ecclesiastes 2 and 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. Right? If you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself, man. You better put your damn stepping boots on, boy. You know, and stop that whiny dying shit, that whiny crying that shit, man. A lot of you niggas in the truth worse than emo rappers. You know, y'all complain, instead of praying. You know? All right, so let's keep going. The water, brother. It's Hebrews 10 and 37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, and will not tarry. Y'all shot on the way. You brothers lose. Y'all lose the finish line right there, brothers. But y'all lose endurance. Y'all feel like y'all can't go on, but it's right there. Right? Because you got to think about, brothers, if you falling out before the race even began, you got to think about how strong is your faith in the first place. If you doubting yourself of being a prophet, if you doubting yourself for being a prophet and you in this thing for more than 2 years, right? You was already doubting yourself when you came into this thing. You already had that weak ass spirit on you. Right? So let's keep going. Verse 38. Now the just shall live by faith. See, even the just gonna live by faith, and by their faith, they're gonna be applying that action to show why they have that faith. It says, but if any man draw back, to you niggas that be like, oh, I'm not a prophet. Oh no, brothers, I'm gonna step back. No, I gotta get myself together. I can't endure anymore. Right? My soul shall have no pleasure in him. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition. Because when you draw back, when you no longer are hacking and slashing and doing the spiritual war for Yahweh Shema Shai, you in that on that spiritual battlefield, you no longer want to destroy things for the Lord in the spirit, for better words. But you want to draw back, you'll draw your sword back and step away from the plow, step away from the spiritual battle. We know those who we've seen the movies. We know those what happens when you don't swing your sword in the middle of a war. The other person gonna swing that damn sword. And we know what happens if you don't duck. So it's just saying, man. Those that can have an endurance spirit gonna be continuing in this thing, right? And that faith gonna show that continuance, right? Lord willing, I said that right. It says, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul, right? And to the saving of the soul, it's like just like Achilles went in on the Trojan beach. It was just him and his myrmidon. Went in, and their goal was to conquer it. Their goal was to conquer the beach, and they conquered it. We gotta have that same mentality. Our goal is the kingdom. Let's get the kingdom. And to you niggas want to sit back and be timid and shit. Well, hey, see you around, man. You know, because I'm gonna tell you now, the Lord ain't having that effeminate shit in the kingdom. Right? He's not having no brother that wasn't enduring for him on this side in them chariots, man. All right. So let's get Romans 5, as I was saying. Brother said, I'm not a messenger. I'm not a prophet. Well, maybe you ain't then, nigga. Shit. Maybe you ain't. Maybe you don't want to suffer and get your reward on this, you know what I'm saying, from the Lord. Maybe you just want to be a little punk ass. All right, Connor, brother got some precepts. 2 Timothy 2 and 3. Now, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shah, man. Right, so we got to be enduring, right? What happens when I'm just use military terms. What happens when you go to fucking boot camp? Your ass is about to be getting yelled at. It's like you in football practice all over again. Right? But we seen it, even in football practice, I'm just use that as an example. Even in football in practice, you had those men that sit back and be crying. Sitting back, get hit too hard, they crying, jam their finger, crying. You have those type of men that have those weaks that they're weak spirited. And for better words, their parents put them in there because they needed them to be tougher. Right? And you have those men that'll knock you the hell out in sports. They meant to knock your ass out. Trust me, I went through it. And I had to get stronger. I had to get stronger and faster. So I know. And because I was wanting to do the same thing. Right? So you have Israelite men who sit back and that, like I said, let that doubt demon, that self-doubt demon come into the man. You basically doubting the Lord. Because you don't want to be his soldier. You talking about you don't want to be part of his ranks, doing ranks, and you don't want to be part of what's finna come. Because you like, man, hey, we gotta go to war, man. I think I'm good on that, Lord. No. Okay, you good on that? Well, you gonna get your ass, sit your ass on the sidelines and get destroyed. All right, Lord willing, we ain't part of that number, man. And verse 4 from the same brother, Laban Napash, he got 2 Timothy 2 and 4. No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. Right? What you thought we weren't gonna be on active duty? Oh, you thought it was gonna be dandelions and roses and shit? When you came to this truth, you thought you was gonna be back with your mom and friends, eh? No, I'm just playing. But no, you a lot of you men think that this walk is just you gonna just I'm about to hit it. No, man. You got men that fall out over. You got men that fall out over getting rebuked because they don't take the time to sit back and understand why they're getting rebuked. They don't take the time and sit back and examine themselves. Don't take the time and sit back to examine why the Lord has put men in front of us that endured. JB said, man, I can't believe I'm getting rebuked, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. Woo, 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 woo. But not knowing that you listen to the rebuke and why you get rebuked, it make you stronger. You listen to what you need to analyze about yourself. Cause just because you don't see it about yourself, guess what? Other people see that shit, right? Other brothers will see if you got a weak ass spirit. Other brother will see, hey man, what's up with this brother? You know, so we have to come again. We have to come in a steadfast like Yahweh Shah, man. Having that spirit of like, man, it's the will of the Lord, man. We gonna do the will of the Lord, man. We don't give a damn that you want to be weak. You want to be with this realm? Go ahead. But our mentality got to be like that. You want to be a part of this realm? So be it. It is what it is. Don't knock us, but want to be on a chariot while this place getting burnt up. You want to be a part of this realm? So be it. Right? And that's for everybody. Right? The Lord don't want no damn third parties anyways. Right? And look up the definition for third party. You don't know what it means. Right? This Romans 5, and let's start at verse. You know what? I'm gonna start at verse 1. Therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with power through our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Justified by faith, meaning our actions are showing our faith. We was justified by the mercy of the Lord that to get a chariot, right? But it's what we doing now. It's me and the Lord. You stepping back, man. You don't even know if your household. You don't step back from the spiritual war. You don't even know if your household gonna get spared from the spiritual war. You know. And you nigga sit back, a nigga go on your page. You know, excuse my French, not no niggas, but you got some J's that go on your page, man, and be shallow warming you. Yeah, Ark, you ain't been on the hedges in months, years. Putting up a lesson every like couple months. You ain't in the spirit, right? You think your Yahweh Shah was always in the spirit? Like, dang, okay, yeah, he had to go places and teach for Yahweh. He had to go and teach for Yahweh. He was going to do things for his own walk. Right? We got to be the same way. Man, you got brothers that got all type of bodily problems, bodily issues. You got brothers that work all the time, brothers with hella kids, all type of stuff, man. Brothers tired as hell, right? Still get out here and hit the hedges. Still get out here and do what the Lord commanded them. Us men, we have a job. Just like the woman have a job. Us men have a job to do for Yahweh Shemiel Shah. And out here being on hedges is definitely one of the utmost, man. Right? You want your house to be delivered, your ass better get out here. And you better be going to your nearest Great Millstone elders. Because look, the doors of opportunity is closing, man. Right? You got NATO. They saying they gonna endure without Babylon. The European countries are saying they good without America. You know, you got these countries really for real. Look, Revelation is playing out. Whether Jake believe it or not. Right? Jacob's trouble is gonna happen, whether Jake believe it or not, whether Jake pull his sword back or not. The MOTP will happen, which is the RFID chip, whether Jake pull his sword back or not, whether Jake don't want to continue in faith, right? Or be long-lasting faith, it's still the things that the Lord set up still gonna happen, man. Right? And a lot of Jake be like making excuses about hitting the hedges, but in the scriptures, it's a commandment for us to hit the hedges. Preach the word, be instant in season, out season. Meaning every 4 seasons, every week, like they have the elders ordained. So, you know what I'm saying? Salaki, I don't mean to rant too much. I just been thinking about it a whole lot. It says, showing that they have no faith, man. Send back on an easy route. It says, verse 2, Romans 5:2, by whom also we have access by faith unto this grace wherein we stand and rejoice in hope of the glory of power. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations. Also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience. You hear that? And patience experience, when you go through something, you learn from it. When Lord put you through something, guess what? You don't gain knowledge from what the Lord done put you through. So you learn something. Now you know how to divert that. You get the Lord saying a demon, self-doubt demon to you, and you go through something because of the self-doubt demon. Guess what? You supposed to grow and learn from that. You be like, oh, that's that self-doubt demon. Let me Garka Hashatan, right? And let me get away from that. You know, you're supposed to be able to have that mentality. But Jake sit back, man. Hey, so that the demon come up, whisper in their ear, I'm not a prophet. It's like they getting damn compelled, man. Right? Well, I'm not a prophet. Been in this thing for years, man. I think I'm gonna work on myself. What? You been in how long? What? You know, it's just, hey. It says the scripture said, remember thy first love, man. Part of enduring, man, you gotta remember the first love, which is the Lord, man. It's the scriptures, the truth, right? It says, and then patience experience hope. And hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of power is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Ghost, which is given unto us. Right? It says, and okay, Con, that's all I wanted out of that. So the point of it is, like, you want peace with the Lord, you want peace yourself, you better be doing what is commanded. You better be following instructions. Jake, sit back and be like, Lord, but I mean, I'm about to go away, but y'all occupy till I come. Jake be like, man, Lord, go on, man. Shit, man. We be working all day. So guess what? You better get paid. When the boss come back, you better get paid, man. But Jake, man, fuck that shit. And only reason I don't say that because I hear it all the time at work. Man, I just sit on love. I'm thirsty. All damn time at work. But guess what? You ain't bitching and complaining, a paycheck come in. So it's the same, man. You gotta have that mentality, like, man, hey, this is our duty, right? Guess what? We getting a reward behind this, brothers. The Lord ain't slacking concerning his promise, man. Right? You never know. Hey, ain't no telling how much brothers don't lost on this side, they gonna gain on the other side. All right, so let's go to James 5, and then we're gonna go to James 1. And let's start at verse 7. Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth, and have long patience for it. So, man, let's use an anomaly. When you growing a tree take years and years to grow, right? We gotta have that same patience like we waiting on a tree to grow, right? For Yahweh Shah, right? For our big bro, our Messiah, Savior, man. Right? But Jake, sit back. But damn, man, I just came out to a whole month ago, man. The tree's still the same size. Patience, right? Which worketh on experience through then hope. When I said that in the right order. But Jake, yeah, man, Jake. The point of me saying is of enduring and making this video about endurance. Jake, you give up too easy. When things are hard, you give up. When the Lord don't want he don't want no men like that. When things are hard and down out, you know what I'm saying? You pull a you pull a how can I say it? You throw a curveball and try to strike out. Right? So Salakia. It says, precious fruit of the earth, and have long patience for it until he receive the early and the latter rain. So be patient. Be ye also patient. Establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. Grudge not one against another. Brethren, lest ye be condemned. Behold, the judge standeth before the door. And you got the judge getting ready to walk. We supposed to be ready for the judge to come in. We supposed to be ready for the king to come back. We supposed to be standing there, occupying. We supposed to be knowing what's finna happen. We supposed to be knowing what the hell going on out here. You Jake want to draw back your sword, knowing that, hey, we got the trumpet has been blown. We see this spiritual warfare happen on the horizon, and your ass trying to run back to the spiritual ark. You trying to run back and take off your helmet. You put down your shield, put down your sword, put down your greaves, your gauntlets, your breastplate. You about to try to take off all that shit. No, right? Because you lost patience. It says, take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord for an example of suffering affliction and of patience. See, it's not a joke. I'm laughing, but it's not a joke. It's serious. Right? It says, verse 11, behold, we count them happy which endure. Which what? Which endure. Which what? Which endure. So you think the prophets was counting those happy who didn't endure? You think Paul was counting those happy who fell out? No, I'm pretty sure they wasn't. They probably was cussing them out. Get thee away from me. Right? They probably for real cussing them out, man. Right? But we just like our forefathers. Jacob cuss you out over little things. So you don't think they was getting cussed out, following out the truth? You're crazy. Not enduring, you don't think they weren't getting cussed out? You're crazy. Right? It says, behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy, man. Job got things back like 5 times, 7 times, man. So he gained way more than what he lost. So guess what? Whatever we lose on the side, we're going to gain way more. Lord willing, part of the elect number. To be immortal is really just I feel like that's a big stepping move that the Lord could do for us. To be immortal, that's beyond what any of us could even ask for. Right? Period. Be extraterrestrial. Hey. All right. All right, this is James 1. And let's get, I'm gonna just start from the top and we're gonna get the whole thing. James is servant of power in the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greeting. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall in diverse temptations that I brought out earlier, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have a perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of power that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not. And Babakshah can Babakshah, brother, could you go get that definition for upbraideth? And it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, right? Not wavering, slunking, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. So when you wavering in the spirit, you got that self-doubt, that non-enduring spirit, but you're wavering, you're like weaning and stuff. You trying to like, how can I say? I guess, yeah, the best word for a weakening spirit, right? You're tossed to and fro, man. Anything will be able to pull you whichever way. Just like the ocean is pulled whichever way the wind, right? Or during a storm, or you know what I'm saying, a boat within on the ocean in a storm. That's how you'll be, man. All over the place. All right, so Con. It says I wanted the brother to get that definition for unbraided. Just the English definition for Bakasha. And if not, I'm just gonna continue. I'll see it if it pop up now, I'll double back. All right, let's keep going. Verse 7, James 1 and 7. But let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. You just out here just like, man, I'm not a prophet. But man, Lord, wouldn't I be part of the elect? But you took your hand from the plow. You stopped working for the Lord as a man of the Lord. You stopped working. You don't get no pay for not working, right? We know how this goes. You worked in Esau Kingdom. You work for Esau full fledged. Esau, how you doing everything, but you don't want to do full fledged and go more beyond for Yahweh Shemashah. You want to put the Lord on a back burner. Guess what? That non long lasting, non continuing spirit gonna get you put on a burner, right? Not the back burner, or burner. You gonna get caught out there. The milk is gonna eat you up, right? It says verse 8: a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted. So, man, if you feeling low, hey, guess what? Just remember, in due time, the Lord is finna exalt you and be out here. Spiritual war every day. Spiritual war every day. Oh, the water, brother, the water. So the brother got it in a biblical context. Unbraided means to reproach, scold, or criticize someone, often with the intent of expressing disapproval or disappointment, right? So the Lord is basically saying, when those of you decide to draw back, it's not approved of, right? It's like a disappointment, right? Because the Lord don't want to be sitting back looking like, okay, hey, that brother down. He upbraided the hell out of me. The Lord don't want upbraideth, man. Right? He's supposed to be he here to give us peace and to give us happiness, even though he chastises us, man. Right? So let's keep going. The water, brother. It says, this is James 1 and 10. But the rich, in that he is made low, because as the flower of the grass, he shall pass away. For the sun is no sooner risen with a burning heat, but it will wither the grass, and the flower thereof falleth, and the grace of the fashion of it perisheth. So also shall the rich man fade away in his ways. Blessed is the man that endured temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive a crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of power, for power cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. Right? So don't be blaming, don't basically be trying to point to your fingers at the Lord for getting the chastisement. Right? For really noticing, because really is what it is about. So much grief and stuff come upon us, and things of this realm, because we realize we Israelites. We realize, hey, this journey is about to be a fight. Period. Right? And a lot of you, Jake, don't know how to fight. That's plain and simple. A lot of Jake don't know how to fight, and I'm saying that even in the spirit, right? And that's why this place beat them the hell up, and they lose every round. Hey, we gotta start training spiritually now, training yourselves, working out spiritually now. Power level 1,000. Better be trying to get to that, right? And Lord, what I'm saying is right. Lord, I'm just trying to, have get Jake to understand, man. but we know 2/3 of our people won't. It says, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust. That self-doubt demon get on you and you can't fight it off, and you like, man, you just start doubting. You let your flesh conquer you, and you fall out of truth, right? So you got chastised, you got, you know what I'm saying, chastised by the Lord sent a demon your way, and your own flesh conquered you because you weren't strong enough in the spirit to take the chastisement of the Lord and pray to be in a continuing spirit. Well, what I'm saying is right. It says, and enticed. Then when lust have conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. For do not err, my beloved brethren. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. Of his own will begot he us with the word of truth, that we shall be a kind of first fruits of his creatures. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of power. Wherefore, lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls. So the Lord commanded us to do something. We're supposed to be enduring, because the Lord's going to save us. We're going to get saved by following his word, by showing forth ourselves as those fruit. Not no moldy ass fruit, right? It says, verse 22, be ye doers of the word, not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. So basically, you hear the word, let it go in one ear out the other, you just looking at that same nigga in the mirror. Looking at that same Jake in the mirror. But when you do the word and hear the word and take it in, you start to see that in that looking glass, that you changing, man, for better words. Like that old you is what you have to look back on in that looking glass. Like, man, that was my old me, man. I'm better through Yahweh Shemi Shah. I'm enduring now, right? That natural nigga that was in that mirror that you was just seeing before the truth, right? That nigga go away. And Lord willing, I said that right. It says, but you also, with him going away with that old man, you got to have that spirit to continue as the new man. It says, for he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. And if you follow this truth, you go back and say, be looking at that same nigga. You're going to be like, damn, I'm just a nigga, right? Because you didn't behold that the power and spirit Yahweh Shema Shah was on you now when you came into the truth, when you was renewed and refreshed. You should be looking at yourself like, hey, this I'm a creature of Yahweh Shema Shah. Something new. But Jake sit back and be like, let this round beat him down, man. It says, but whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deeds. Y'all don't want to get blessed? Right? Going through your trials just to get blessed in the end. But Jake don't want to get blessed. It says, pure religion and undefiled, Slakia. Verse 26. If any man among you seem to be religious and brideth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is vain. Pure religion and undefiled before power and the Abba is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world. So we supposed to be teaching, man. We supposed to be preaching, man. Supposed to be preaching the word to the widowless, fatherless, meaning them Israelites that are brokenhearted, right? That are basically don't understand why they suffering in the curses. We supposed to be out here as them lights, them lesser lights under Yahweh Shah, man. Bringing light to other brothers and sisters, letting them know who they are, letting them know why this walk is important, letting them know why not to fear this realm, but to fear everything about Yahweh Shema Shah. Why to endure for Yahweh Bashim El Shai and the hopeful elect sake. Why to follow instructions as a hopefully elect member, Lord willing. Why to do these things, man? It's in here, right? But when you push this away, you let this place get to you, and then you start to shape it, form, fashion yourself to this place. So you ain't gonna understand the spiritual things. Because Jake should have known that saying they ain't a prophet, that wasn't spiritual. That was a natural nigga speaking. But you know, there's just some my own testimony about, and I ain't gonna say no names or nothing, but it was my own testimony about a brother that was in that type of spirit during the time of the affiliate count. Right? Brothers in that spirit are like, oh, it's hey, you on the path by yourself, you on the path for the Lord, man. It's all for the Lord. You shouldn't be worried about, you know, if the Lord got you, how can I say, in an area where you gotta teach by yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's always a way. The Lord always make it a way for you to be able to go to an area amongst brothers. So you should always never have that spirit of, man, by myself, man, especially if you ain't been taking the time out to go and put in time in the area where the elders are in your area. So, you know, that was just me just speaking, man. And that's another sign of an enduring spirit, taking their time out to go down to the elders and endure with the elders and have that wise counsel with the elders, right? And the brotherhood, man. It's the brotherhood, you know. But a lot of niggas are scared of the brotherhood. That's really I'm just saying it plain and simple. A lot of you niggas scared of the brotherhood. A lot of you niggas scared to that a spiritual brother gonna say something to you about your flaws, about something you can fix in the spirit, right? Hey, but Lord willing, you know, say this is edifying to the hopeful elect out there. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostle, elder bishops, the great millstones through well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. I'm your brother Gadalgo Bar Yahweh, right? Shalom, shalom. You know, again, endure. Continue in the faith. Be long lasting in the faith, right? Endure. Harden yourself in this truth, man. And not your hearts, but harden yourself in the law, statutes, commandments, meaning make yourself, how can I say, shield yourself up with the words of the Lord, man. You know? So again, call Halayim Alahana Yahweh. Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Babakshah, wow, Baba. May the Lord burn this bitch up. Shalom to water for the precepts, brother. Shalom. Hey, Barakatah, Shabbat Shalom. Till next time.